And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders. This is FXFreedom broadcasting you live on YouTube. And this is Forex Trading Course 101. Yes, everybody, we are back. I'm sorry I was traveling. And remember, everybody, trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way the three pillars. Pillar number one is the market. And we're trying to learn about the market with these modules here on the left, the basic module, the beginner module, the intermediate module. Pillar number two is the strategy. We're trying to learn about the strategy more in the advanced module. And the big one, it's called the trader, right? Talking about the trader more in the Forex course 202. And yes, everybody, somebody was asking before, oh, what about the one, give me a second, everybody, I need to find it. Oh, here, there you go. We just postponed, okay, everybody? So this is still going to happen, okay, it's still going to happen, but it's going to happen this Saturday. So Saturday, September the 3rd. Okay, we have the half-a-day workshop. I'm going to post the link later at the end of the session, okay? Yes, September 3rd is going to be 2 p.m. GMT, approximately 4 hours, okay? Yes, it's going to cost you 53 bucks, or if you are in the private lessons or Forex course 202, it's for free, okay? And moving forward, you know, you are going to graduate from this course when, number one, you are going to have your chart set up and ready for trading. So your charts should look like something like this. So far, everybody? Make sense? And this is the daily, right? Daily, maybe something like in here. Okay, forget about the indicators. We are not there yet. But talking about the Fibonacci's and support, resistance, pivot points, everybody, your chart should look like this, more or less. Number two, you have your strategy in place. You understand why you win, why you lose. So you need to have a more or less understanding. Do I need to be profitable? Absolutely not. But you need to have an understanding on the number two, you know, how you trade, why you enter in here, you know, why you enter there, why you exit there, makes sense? And lastly, number three, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Long or short, you know, do you want to buy for the week, do you want to sell for the week on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. The streams are not trading or investment advice. The streams are for educational purposes only. And also remember, if your way is not working, right, you are working hard. If your way is not working, why don't you try ours? And for homeworks and questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and you can follow me on TradingView. That being said, everybody, find the confirmation Fibonacci in a downtrend. Okay, so one last time. Okay, take a screenshot of this. The original Fibonacci, we use the original Fibonacci to determine trend direction. Number two, we compare trend direction from the larger time frame to the lower time frame. We did this, right? We did this 2 weeks ago. Number three, the last thing we need to is to identify in what zone are the Fibonacci. So in what zone is the original Fibonacci on the larger time frame and on the smaller time frame. This is one. Then we learned about the contrarian Fibonacci. Take a screenshot, make a photo of these two. So we use the contrarian Fibonacci to trade retracements, which is risky, and to find the C of the original one. And we learned with the contrarian Fibonacci that once we find what it's called the confirmed C, once the sub D, the D extension Very slowly for the grandpa and grandma. Once the sub D extension. What is the sub D? The sub D extension is the extension on the, in this picture it's color coded in black. It's the contrarian Fibonacci. Once the D sub D extension it's above or below the A, trading the original Fibonacci, we are entering 80 to 85 probability. Fibonacci wise, don't confuse Fibonacci probability with the probability in general of your trade. Okay, but still Fibonacci has an edge as a tool, so we are going to enter 80 to 85 probability trades. Next, not this one, not this one, and next we are learning about this guy in here. It's called the Fibonacci of the confirmation, also called the confirmation Fibonacci. Okay, so we use the Fibonacci of the confirmation to re-enter trends when we have missed the entry at the C. Wow, right, this is good news. We were sleeping, we were traveling, you know, we were walking our dogs. So the best entry is over. Well, we are going to use the Fibonacci of the confirmation to re-enter trends when we have missed the entry at the C. And number two, to confirm the extension from the original Fibonacci of the larger time frame and smaller time frame. How many of us we can spot the C, right? Maybe not the confirmed C, right, everybody? How many of us we can spot the C, but then we enter prematurely, right? So today it's Fibonacci in a downtrend, confirmation Fibonacci in a downtrend. So this is the original one, right? And then we have the retracement, you know, and here up in here we see, oh, you know, this is the C. It doesn't really matter confirmed or not confirmed, we enter and then the market does something like this, right? Just an example. So the Fibonacci of the confirmation Fibonacci helps us to identify, are we still in a retracement or are we in a push zone? Okay, everybody? Picture. The rules are more, yes, the rules are more or less the same. Now, this is new. Take a screenshot of this, everybody, and type in the chat done so we can move forward with the lesson. How to use the three Fibonacci's, things to ponder. Number one, all the rules apply to all Fibonacci's and on all time frames. Number two, every Fibonacci can have the contrarian Fibonacci and the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Yes, also the contrarian Fibonacci can have a contrarian Fibonacci. If not, how are you going to find the C of the contrarian Fibonacci and the Fibonacci of the confirmation? Number three, when comparing larger time frames and smaller time frames, is it possible that the contrarian Fibonacci on the larger time frame is the original and or the Fibonacci of the confirmation on the smaller time frame? We're going to show you this on the charts. Number four, in other words, the retracement of one could be the extension of the other. Number five, the D of the original Fibonacci is stronger than all the other Ds from other Fibonacci's. Number six, always remember, if things get complicated, the larger time frame controls the lower time frame and the market will always go in the direction of the greatest force, monthly, weekly, daily, 2 hours. Trade only what you understand and what you're comfortable with. Don't try to do everything. And this is why I was laughing. Number 8, you are going to forget all of this. Everybody, you are going to forget all of this, makes sense? Number 9, the retracement and the extension from the higher time frames are more relevant than the retracement and extensions from the smaller time frames. Don't trade just the 2-hour chart. Don't trade just the 4-hour chart. Pay attention on what the daily is doing, what the monthly is doing, what the weekly is doing. Okay, especially when the D on the larger time frame is hit. Okay, everybody, type in the chat a currency pair that it's in a downtrend on the daily, downtrend, down extension, so we can move forward and check how to find the confirmation Fibonacci in a downtrend. Past week, we had great entries, everybody, on the dollar. So NZD-USD was a Fibonacci trade, AUD-USD was a Fibonacci trade. Yes? No, there is no right or wrong. Makes sense? There is no right or wrong, everybody. And Fibonacci is in here, right? Fibonacci is in here, indicators out. So everybody, this was last week or 2 weeks ago. Starting from 2 weeks ago, everybody, this was the... So we are looking right now at NZD-USD daily chart. Okay, NZD-USD daily chart, we have the ABCDs. This is how your chart should look like so far. Okay, everybody, and this was the trade. So we have the original Fibonacci on NZD-USD daily, right? And let's draw the contrarian, everybody. Let's draw the contrarian. What are the yellow line, boss? The yellow lines is the market wave. Okay, if you want, you can have it on the chart. No, there is no right or wrong. You can build, everybody, the chart. You know, it's up to you. It's personal, makes sense? It's like a diary. Not all charts are going to be the same. Some traders are using support, resistance, pivot points. Some traders don't. Some traders are going to use the Fibonacci. Some traders won't use the Fibonacci. Some traders are going to use the market wave. Some traders won't. Make sense? It's personal. What do you mean by personal? It applies to your trading style. But you cannot come to the advanced course without the, everybody, without the number 1. You have your chart set up and ready for trading. Make sense? You cannot come to the Forex course 202 without the number 1. You have your chart set up and ready for trading. And I'm sorry, everybody, there is a construction site by me. You know, they're building a building, so we're going to have some noise. Okay, now the contrarian, right? Talking about the sub A, sub B, sub C, sub D. Everybody, so we're going to go in here and text. You know, we're going to have the sub A. Everybody, sub A. And clone, we are going to have the sub B, sub A, sub B. Everybody, give me a second. Clone and sub A, sub B. Edit label sub C, sub A, sub B, sub C. And one last time, clone, we are going to have the sub A, sub B, sub C, not this one. Sub A, sub B, sub C, sub edit label sub A, sub B, sub C, Sub A, sub B, sub C, sub D. Okay, everybody, which one is our sub A? Talking about the contrarian Fibonacci first. Did anybody trade NZD USD or AUD USD? Sub A, sub B, right? So sub A, it's easy, right? It's in here. Sub A, sub B, and sub A, sub B. We're going to change colors, edit level, sub A, sub B, contrarian. There you go. Sub A, sub B, sub C down in here, right? And then violet goes through violet. This is the sub D then. Everybody, did the market hit the sub D extension? Type in the chat, yes or no? This was a, yes, this was a Fibonacci trade, everybody. A lot of people were crying those days. Oh, this market, it's impossible. Oh, this market, it's whatever, you know, makes sense? Oh, I don't know what is happening. This is because, listen to me, this is because you are too focused just on the 1 hour, 2 hour or 15-minute chart. Make sense, everybody? You need to get conscious. You need to pay attention to, okay, you know, I'm on the 15-minute chart, 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart. What is the daily doing? Make sense, everybody? And we showed you in the previous lessons how to trade the Fibonacci's. Samantha, are you here, Samantha? Everybody, would you or wouldn't you make money if you would just listen to what we were telling you? We had the lesson on how to trade the original Fibonacci. Remember the lesson? Dance if you are here. Everybody remember the lessons? We said, oh, when the market goes against you, it's really a good thing. Remember, everybody? Mattia, yes, enter short 0.6427, stop loss 0.65, take profit 0.58, 588. Okay, everybody, makes sense? So this is the sub A, sub B, sub C, sub D. The market hit this one, right? So this is then our A. This is our A up in here, and text we have our B down in here. So far our B equals to sub A. Okay. Trading on the 4-hour chart, very good, congratulations to you. Okay, so the market hit the sub D. We are going to readjust, right? We're going to readjust our Fibonacci of our contrarian Fibonacci, right? This is the sub D. Sub A. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. It's so frustrating, but there, you know, I cannot tell them, you workers, you should stop, you know, building the building. You know, I'm giving a class. So we're going to have, I believe, a week or so of this noise, but you know, they need to work too, right? They need to eat, you know. So this is the contrarian, everybody. Did the market, everybody, did the market or didn't the market break our contrarian? What's the answer? And talking about NZD USD, the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, everybody give me a second. Not sure if I have the correct fibs on the chart. And out this one, out. I need to double check, triple check. So this is the 4-hour chart, right? Okay. And yes, we're going to check both of them, but step by step, right? Yes, okay, great. Now, when the market breaks this sub A, this Fibonacci is not valid. Freedom, I'm new, this is too complex. If this is your first time with us, everybody, please go back to Dukascopy YouTube webinar page and start to watch basic module, market structure. You know what is market structure? Basic module, lesson number 1. Okay? And don't freak out, starting from January 2023, we are going to start with lesson number 1 again. Okay? But we need to move forward, everybody, make sense? Okay, sub A, sub B. So this is not valid anymore, right? Now what about the Fibonacci of the confirmation, everybody? Do we have not the Fibonacci of the confirmation? What's the answer? Freedom, when you went somebody's typing, when you were away I didn't train and now I'm lost. Everybody, you need to practice, practice, practice. Make sense? Don't stay just in here 1 hour per day and think, oh, you know, I'm going to get it, or I'm going to be a great trader, you know, I'm the one. You need to practice, practice, practice. Make sense, everybody? So question, the contrarian, it's over, the market broke the sub A. Now, do we have a Fibonacci of the confirmation? Which is called sub B, sub A, sub A, up in here, and clone sub B, down in here, sub B, down in here somewhere. We have, said Shola, yes, we have the confirmation of the Fibonacci. Yes, we do. Congratulations to you. This is our sub A and this is our sub B, everybody. Right? And then what else? Clone, we have our sub C. Edit label, sub C. Sub A, sub B, sub C. And clone one more time. Edit label, sub D. Sub A, sub B, sub C, and sub D down in here. And talking about the daily chart, right? So on Friday, everybody, take a pen and paper and listen carefully right now. Oh, I'm on a Word document. Take a pen and paper. You know? Oh, but I am Gen Z. Take a pen and paper. Make sense? Even though you have alarms and you are on the Word documents, PDFs. Okay. Yes, you can also print the charts from J4X. Okay. Talking about the original Fibonacci. Okay. Your first entry was this bearish candlestick formation. This was your first entry. Make sense, everybody? And yeah, I know, calm down, breathe, you know, calm down. Oh, and again, you know, there is raining risk-reward ratio, all good. So if green goes to green and you would enter here, right? Clone. So risk-reward ratio from the original Fibonacci is still good. Do we agree, everybody? The market retraced to 61.8 and my stop loss goes above the A. So it's not the best, but still doable, right? So if I'm going to risk one, I'm going to go after 1.5, something like this, right? Agreed? Or 1.2. Shola says, but we don't have a confirmed C. See, everybody, you are not listening. Make sense? Not a problem. This is how we learn. Okay? Shola, maybe you were not in the lesson. I was talking to Dancy. Okay, everybody? Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. You know, nobody said that you should only trade confirmed Cs. Shola and everybody else, pay attention. I know, calm down. I know. Oh, yes, but the 85, I know, calm down. Alright? Pay attention, everybody. Nobody, not me, you know, you are learning the Fibonacci's and you are learning the concepts and the rules, but nobody said that you should only trade confirmed C's. True or not true? No picture is saying to you trade just the confirmed C. Agreed, everybody? Type in the chat. You are doing this by yourself. Make sense, everybody? Fair enough? Talking about fairness, fair enough? Nobody told you that you should only trade confirmed Cs. Hello, Lofemi, how are you? Yes, it's so somebody type in the chat, you know, not on YouTube, but on the other streaming platform. Yes, so true. Nobody told us. It's true. Nobody told you, everybody. Nobody said that you should only trade confirmed Cs. Make sense? And this is how we learn. Okay, we are not judging anybody. This is how we learn. But I was talking to Dancy. I was talking to Marcus. I was talking to Lucas. You cannot stay out. Nothing wrong. Okay, everybody? So one more time, let's clarify something. One more time. Shola, this is for you. Particularly, okay, and everybody else. Everybody, let's clarify one more time. Okay? I'm going to show you something that it's not wrong. So, this is the monthly. M. This is the monthly chart. This is the weekly chart. And this is the daily chart. Right? Okay? And the monthly chart is somewhere in here, just an example. And the weekly chart is somewhere in here, just an example. And the daily chart is somewhere in here too. Okay? On 23 currency pairs, the monthly, weekly, and the daily are positioned like this. Sound is a little low. Sound is a little low. Sound is a little low. Better, better, better. Sound check, better. Sound is a little low. Okay. Okay, everybody? Now, if you are waiting for the confirmed C, okay, this is not wrong. Okay? Let's be clear right now. This is not wrong. Make sense? But every candle on the monthly chart, you know, every candle on the monthly chart is a representation of a month. And every candle, just a candle, on the weekly chart is a representation of a week. And every candle on the daily chart is a representation of a day. And all of you want to be rich, right? Or free, or whatever, right? You want you want the Lambo, right, everybody? Type in the chat, Freedom, I want my Lambo, man. Agreed, everybody? So, yes, just an example. So the week on the monthly you don't have a conformity, on the weekly you don't have a conformity, on the daily you don't have a conformity, you know, and nothing wrong, nothing wrong. Tell me, how old do you want to be before you get your Lambo? Everybody, does this make sense to you? Staying out because you don't have a conformity, it's not wrong. On the other side, how are you going to make your money if you are just waiting and staying out? Shola and everybody else, does this make sense to you? You know, there are two parts to this coin. And now you have the probability part and you have the making money part. So if you are up in here, everybody, you know, and one more time, nobody said to you that you should trade just the conformances. You decide by yourself. Okay. Now what happened? The professional trader entered in here, you know, and made some money. Make sense, everybody? Oh, but it didn't have a confirmed C. So what? Make sense, everybody? Oh, but, well, if you're entering here, so this is the skill today, everybody, that I want you to learn. Okay? So if I am going to, one more time. So if I am going to enter when I don't have a confirmed C, question mark, well, how? What is the solution, everybody? Who knows the answer to this question? Type in the chat. I don't get it, boss. I know. Calm down. We are going to get there, believe me. Everybody, me and Shola, we didn't capture those pips. Make sense? Me and Shola and Dancy and Marcus and Lucas, we didn't capture this move. Make sense? And we didn't capture this move because the markets, we don't have a confirmed C. Now some strange guy from Brazil comes online and says, well, the professional trader compared to you, the retail beginner trader, the professional trader entered in here and captured this move. And me and Shola, we are scared to death, everybody, makes sense? Because we don't want to lose money, even on a demo account, you know? And I don't understand, but I'm still thinking, you know? So if I'm going to enter when I don't have a confirmed C, you know, how? You know, what is the solution? You know, how can a professional trader enter in here if he or she doesn't have a confirmed C? What is the solution? Hedge fund trader Olufemi, what do you think? Shola, what do you think? And hedge fund trader Mattia, what do you think? What is the solution? Everybody, what's the difference? Placing of stop loss above the A? No. Great answer, but no. Everybody, how many, let's make a poll. How many of you are staying out because you don't have a confirmed C? Type in the chat, I want to hear from you. This is, right now you are learning a skill. Clara, stay out. No. Type in the chat, everybody, how many of you are, oh, staying out, thank you, Clara. How many of you are staying out because you don't have a confirmed C? Multi-time frame trading, no. Nope. Everybody, so Clara is one. How many of you, everybody, are staying out because you don't have a confirmed C? Type in the chat, me. Yes, this is me. Because you're going to learn a skill right now. You know? Jean-Paolo has a Ferrari, you know, and Alex has not. Clara says me. Olufemi, Dancy, Mattia, what about you? Shola? And anybody else who is online? Are you staying out because you don't have a confirmed C? And how is possible? What does a professional trader, what is the knowledge that an institutional trader has that you don't? You're going to get this right now. Okay, everybody? Now here is the solution. I want you to write this down and read this sentence or watch this video, this stream every single day. Okay? Solution to trading. Solution to trading with fear. You know? It's nothing special, but it's knowledge. Solution to trading with fear. When probabilities are don't look good, enter with less risk. This is the solution, everybody. Solution to trading with fear. When probabilities don't look good, meaning you don't have a confirmed C. Make sense? Enter with less risk. Is that simple? Shola says me. Mattia, C is not condition in my case. I look positive and negative path that enter a trade. Everybody, solution to trading with fear. When probabilities don't look good, enter with less risk. Is that simple? Make sense, everybody? If your Fibonacci has a pattern that you are trading, you know, is going to cost you 2% of your account. Just an example, I'm not suggesting this, but for you to understand. Understanding of this, now everybody, this is the skill. You need to learn this, okay? Train your emotions. This is an emotion. Managing risk, it's an emotional skill. It's not technical. So you are in here, you know, this is the market, up and down, bulls and bears fighting for control, you know, and you decided that you're going to risk 2% on this pattern, AB, called the Fibonacci pattern, okay? Stop loss above the A, this is the rule, yes sir, okay? And you decide that you're going to risk 2%, you know? What the quote is saying? What is the solution? When probabilities don't look good, enter with less risk. So talking about the Fibonacci, I don't have a confirmed C. I'm not going to enter with 2% risk. I'm going to enter with what? Yes, exactly, 0.5%, right? Why not? Make sense, everybody? So one more time. Nobody said that you should only trade confirmed Cs, everybody. Does this make sense to you? What is the bottom line? You are, which is normal, we all did this, everybody. You know? What? Oh, boss, what has fear to do with trading? Everything. You know? Common trader's error. Common trader's error. You know? Fear is making you, everybody, leaving money on the table. Make sense? Common trader's error you have in my ebook, everybody. You know, if you don't have the free ebook, send me a Skype message or email me. You know, we are going over the common trader's errors. Fear is making you leaving money on the table. No Ferrari for Shola. Make sense? Dancy and Shola and everybody else. No Lambo for you. You are leaving money on the table. Oh, but I'm so scared. Welcome to the club. Less risk. I mean, risk less. Type in the chat, everybody. I want to hear from you. Does this make sense to you? Or are we in space? Like, oh, this sounds too abstract to me, you know. I cannot really see myself doing this or whatever. Make sense? Everybody, does this make sense to you, or it's too abstract? Yes, risk less. You know, if you're risking 0.5% in here, right, not 2%, and you've learned this from the previous lessons, if you would risk less, you would make some money. And then when you acquire the skill for not to fear the market, you know, you're going to risk 0.5% in here. If the market goes against you, so what? You've calculated the risk. If the market goes in your favor, you know, you are going to move to the next skill, which is what? Sizing up. Make sense? I'm not sure if the word is pyramiding, you know, because it's a bad word, like, oh, pyramids and whatever. But if the market goes your way, you are going to re-enter and re-enter and re-enter. I got you. Somebody just like, oh, but you cannot get rich with 0.5%. You are going, fair enough, but you are going to enter more time and more and more. Everybody, you must understand something. Professional traders are not staying out. Make sense? No, I'm not saying to do stupid things either. But professional trader, what's the difference? They have the emotional skill that they maybe don't have the confirmed C, but they have a bearish candlestick formation at the pivot point, and they are going to risk 0.5%. Amen on the trade, and the trade went their way. Please, sir, if I did not wait for confirmed C, how do I know that retracement is over? Great question. You are learning this right now. Everybody, great question, right? We use the Fibonacci of the confirmation to confirm the extension of the original Fibonacci. Shola, answer with the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Make sense? Everybody? This entry was premature, not from the Fibonacci standpoint. Make sense, everybody? So, there is no right or wrong. You must learn this too. There is no right or wrong. Somebody is going to enter with, the more aggressive traders are going to enter here. So this was your first entry. Then counter trend line break was your second entry, everybody. And the third one, this was your third entry right now. Talking about NZD USD daily chart. Make sense, everybody? And Shola and everybody else, let's make something clear. Talking about retracements, you know, this is your original Fibonacci, just an example, okay? And the market is in here, you know, and you're asking, well, how do I know that the retracement is over? You know, you are going to know this with the Fibonacci of the confirmation, but let's clarify something. This doesn't mean that the market cannot do something like this, and up and down. Make sense, everybody? Yes, it depends on the style, you know. A long-term swing trader, just an example, a long-term swing trader who is trading on the daily chart, he is going to enter in here and he's going to wait and wait and wait and wait until one day the market is going to hit the appropriate extension. A skilled day trader, everybody, is going to be in and out, in and out, in and out. Make sense? A skilled short-term swing trader is going to be in and out, in and out, in and out. A system trader who is looking at colors and indicators is going to obey the system and is going to be in and out, in and out, in and out. Shola, are we clear, everybody? Do you understand this? You are going to use the confirmation Fibonacci to confirm the extension. You know, the market, the retracement zone is over and we are starting the push zone. But this doesn't mean that the market cannot retrace again and again and one more time. Just look at AUD CAD. You know, we are on NZD USD. Let's check AUD CAD, everybody. AUD CAD weekly chart, maybe. Let me see, or the daily. AUD CAD daily, right? Daily chart from before. Not in here. Daily not good enough. Maybe the weekly. Okay, there you go. See, everybody? AUD CAD weekly chart, just an example for you to see and understand how the forex market works. And I'm keep telling you, it's predictable to a degree. See, everybody, back in time, this was our original Fibonacci, right? This one, you know. And Shola and everybody else is asking, okay, if I don't have a confirmation, how do I know that the retracement is over? Right? So here the retracement was over, the market's falling down, but then it went back up. And here again, for the second time, the retracement was over, it went back down, right? But it also moved up. Can you see this, everybody? And how you're going to trade, how you're going to manage the trade is going to depend on your trading style, which we're going to learn in the advanced course, the Forex course 202. Make sense, everybody? Once we are over the basic, beginner, intermediate and advanced, then we are going to focus on the trader. You know, like, who am I? Am I a day trader or am I a scalper? You know, what is my personality? Am I a trader who has a lot of patience, or am I a multitasker who is speed up, you know? I wake up and I'm on 200. Make sense? Each and every one, we have different personality traits. We were born like this. I mean, something it's maybe learned, you know? but quick decision making, patience, this kind of stuff, you know, it's a personality trait, and this is going to determine what kind of strategy you're going to build for yourself. This is why we are telling you, no, you know, boss, should I need to make money? No, but just build something, you know. Have a strategy, try to understand why your strategy is winning, why it's losing, and then in here you're going to get all the answers. Make sense, everybody? Now I'm going to put a link to the, I'm not sure if it's going to work, okay, and I just put the link in the chat. Okay, everybody, if it doesn't work, send me an email. Okay, it's about the September the 3rd half-day workshop. And remember, it's something that you are going to do. You are not going to just sit back and listen. I'm not going to give you something that you are going to work. It's a workshop. Okay, I want you to work. Okay, 5 more minutes, everybody, back to class. And NZD USD. Okay. Yes, it's an emotional skill, everybody, to enter with less risk. Okay. One more, everybody. If you are expecting, it's from the ebook, if you are expecting that once you enter the market is just going to go your way, you need to grow emotionally. Makes sense, everybody? You need to grow emotionally, you know, because some of you still today, you know, you find the great, like in here, right? Let's ask another question. How many of you have great entries, you know, you would spot an entry on the 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, daily chart, you know, you have a great entry, but as soon as the market goes against you, you start doubting yourself. All of you, please, can we pay for the workshop in USDT? No, I'm sorry. No cryptos. All of you, if I'm honest with you, I even don't know how to do this stuff. Make sense? All of you, I'm ignorant on cryptos, I'm sorry. To the best of my knowledge, I know how to buy and sell bitcoins, but you know, USDT, it's out of my range. Okay? PayPal, just send me an email, okay? Not a problem. Back to class, everybody. How many of you, when the market goes, once you are in the market, once the market goes against you, how many of you start doubting yourself? Oh, do I see clearly the market? Oh, did I make a mistake, you know? Oh, is it really this the correct Fibonacci, you know? You need to grow, everybody. Make sense? Don't doubt yourself. Why not, boss? The market is going against me. Because it's not the price action. Why are we having this conversation? Because a lot of traders are asking, how do I know that the market is in an extension? You are going to use this guy in here called the Fibonacci confirmation, but this does not mean that the market cannot against you one more time. And you should not doubt yourself. Why? Because here is the simple question. Everybody, look how many times the market went against us. Is the pattern still in place, yes or no? Type in the chat, everybody. You entered in the market once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. And the 4 times the market went against you and you closed the trade because you got scared. And here is the question. Is the Fibonacci pattern still valid, yes or no? Is this valuable information, everybody? Don't confuse being right or wrong with the price action. The market going up or down has nothing to do with you being right or wrong. Oh, Freedom, can you repeat, please? Yes, sir. The market going up or down, this has nothing to do with you being right or wrong. Shola says yes. Excellent, excellent. You entered in here and the market went up and down and up and down, and you were happy and sad, excited and stressed out, excited and stressed out. The market moving up and down has nothing to do with you being right or wrong, because the pattern is still here. Type in the chat, everybody, does this make sense to you? You can start applying this knowledge starting from today. Type in the chat, yes, this makes sense to me, or no, this really doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, but it's difficult. Sure, it's difficult because it's a skill, makes sense? If your habitual way of thinking, you are thinking by habit. You've been doing this for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. If your habitual way of thinking it's equalizing the market direction up and down with you being right or wrong, you know, today you are learning a new skill. And you need to have repetition, repetition, repetition. What is the repetition? The market going up and down has nothing to do with you being right or wrong. It's the pattern. Okay? So starting from today, everybody, you can start measuring if you've learned something or not. How do we measure if we are learning? We are going to enter into the market without the confirmed C, risking less. Clara, it makes sense. Makes sense. Sure, it makes sense. Okay, everybody? Oh, but it's difficult. Well, welcome to the club. If this would be that easy, everybody would have the Lambo, right? Even your Uber driver would have a Lambo. Right? But it doesn't. Even your gardener and your dentist would have a Lambo, but they don't have. Fair enough. Talking about fairness, fair enough. This is the skill. Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back tomorrow, and until tomorrow, get back to work, everybody, on the 1, 2, 3. Start building your charts. Number 2, trade and try to make sense out of your winners and out of your losers. And number 3, try to predict how this market is going to move. Okay? It's not that difficult, I'm telling you, you can do this, it's a learnable skill, but you must learn in the correct way. Okay, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade for freedom. Don't trade for money, trade for freedom.